All right, I'm going to be honest right off the bat. This is one of my first commentaries I've ever done, so it might not be the best or, the most interesting for that matter. But today I'm just going to talk about Call of Duty 3 on the PlayStation 2 and its multiplayer mode. Now, this game came out in 2006 and it was originally released for the PlayStation 3, the Xbox 360, the original Xbox, the Wii, and of course this version, the PlayStation 2. Now, this game featured single player mode, multiplayer mode, and if you had the Xbox 360 and PS3 version, you also had a split screen, four-player mode, all that stuff. Now, of course, you may not believe this. This game was not released on PC. This was one of the only Call of Duties, if not the only Call of Duty, that was not released on PC, which is why a lot of people really never cared for this one, since a lot of the more, what do you call it, pro players, I guess, are on PC. So a lot of people kind of put this one aside. And also, there's a few other problems with this game that people like to point out. Some of the glitches and bugs, but some of the reasons why that happens is because, well, Treyarch only had 8 months to develop this game, which really is not a long time. And seeing as what they've done in those 8 months, I gotta say, I'm impressed. And it still is impressive to this day. Um, Now let's start off by looking at just the way this game looks. This is the PlayStation 2 version, so obviously it's going to look dated. If you have the PS3 version or the Xbox 360 version, it's a lot more good looking. There's a lot of movement. The trees sway back and forth with the wind. Everything is more smoother. You got lots of foliage, animations, better shadows and highlights, all that types of stuff. This is a little bit more plain Jane and a little bit more grittier, but it's still fine. It's still a good looking game. Um, and I think one of the reasons why I like this one is just how gritty it feels. The difference between this game and a lot of the newer ones is just so immense. I mean, just looking at the colors, they're so earth, it's like a bunch of earth tones. There's not really a lot of vibrant purples and, yellows like you see in Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare. It's all, dark and depressing grays and silvers and greens. Lots of kind of World War II colors, if you would say. Now, the multiplayer mode in this game on the PlayStation 2, the lobby can be anywhere from 2 players to 16 players. Now, as of 2016, February 29th, 2016, when I am recording this, usually there's about, I would say, 5 to 14 people online, mostly around 5 to 10. 14 is stretching a little bit, but I've had a couple matches that there have been 14 plus people, and it's a lot of fun. Now, when I recorded this, uh, there was originally 3 people in this lobby, then I joined, and we had a 2v2. And while I was doing this game, there was 3 other games going on. 2 of them had 3 people in them, and then there was one 1v1. So there was about, I would say 11, 12 people online, all in different lobbies though, which is fine. The reason why I chose this match was because it was in Merville, which usually isn't chosen as much as the 2 top maps, Eater Dam and Les Ornes, if I'm pronouncing that right. And usually I like to kind of change it up a little bit. And sometimes if there's a different game mode like War or Headquarters or Capture the Flag, I like joining those matches too. Um, I like this map. It's a nice map. It's big. It's open. It's got a lot of corridors and secrets to it. And even with only 4 players in the lobby, I can still have fun with it. And I'll admit, it's a slower paced Call of Duty. If you love Black Ops 2, you'll hate this game. And I hate Black Ops 2, so I really don't care. Um, I know a lot of you people probably love it and are hating on me right now. But this game is a lot slower paced as you can see. Well, not as you can see right now, but usually the timer is set to like 55 minutes max. And these games go on a long, long time. And usually the host, he doesn't switch up the map or game mode. Sometimes he will, sometimes he'll call a vote, but not often. Usually when I'm host, I like to change up the map and game mode just to, put a little variety in there. But, to each his own. Um, I would say my favorite map would be I don't know, that's a hard one. They're all pretty decent. Probably between this and maybe Argentine. That's an interesting map. It's like a forest. If you're wondering how many maps there are total, there's seven. Not a lot, but you got to remember this is on the PS2, and all these maps are huge. I mean, even the smallest map, Verdun, is still, I would say, the size of, gosh, two nuke towns. And what the hell was that guy doing right there? Anyways, back to the commentary about Call of Duty 3. Uh, it's still a fun game. Connections are relatively good. Sometimes you'll lag, sometimes there'll be lag compensation. But again, this is a really old game, and there's really no problems connecting to it unless you have a bad host. If you're wondering how to get online, all you got to do is have a connection with your internet with your PS2. There's no required DNS or any of that. It just you can use kind of default setting, if you will. Even if you don't have a memory card you can play, it puts in the default setting for you. This is one of the few games that still works with that, and I'm glad. I mean, this is still a pretty fun game today, and I like playing it a lot. And unfortunately, nowhere near as many people play it anymore, but I can still have a lot of fun, even with games like this, where it's just 2v2 or 3v3. And, sometimes there's a bunch of people online. You'll have 7, 8, 9, 10 people playing, and it's a good time. Um, there is lag, and what I mean by lag, I don't mean by like internet connection lag, but just frame rate lag from the game being, kind of pushed to its limits. This console was being pushed when they ported this game onto it. I mean, you can see there's pop up where the map just kind of pops up in front of you. That really shouldn't happen, but it's an old game. What are you gonna do? And this is a very very big game. The campaign is huge. These multiplayer maps are huge, and there's even vehicles in this game, as you can see with that tank over there. On other maps, there's jeeps and then motorcycles too. But to be honest, it's good fun, and it's unfortunate that a lot of people really don't care for this game. And it's kind of shocking at the same time to think that this game has more players than Call of Duty 2, the big red one, which a lot of people loved and is still online this day, but really only a handful of people play it at certain times. Whereas this you got people on daily, and you can find a match almost any time of the day, except I would say at probably not after 9 p.m. it starts to die down. And yeah, that's really all I have to say for this game. It's a great game, and I recommend it to anyone. Have a good day.